Hi everyone, my name is Alfonso Cervera and I am currently one of the 2025 AIMED guest choreographers. My name is Alfonso, but in the dance community I'm known as Fonzie. I guess I would say that I started off dancing baile folklorico, Mexican folk dance, since I was 4. And when I entered college and to get into like the whole modern experimental thing, it was such a different shift for me. It was interesting to be in those two technical conversations. In relationship to that, a lot of my work is asking the question, what does it mean to be Mexican American? And how do I combine baile folklorico, Afro-Latin, and modern dance together? How do we mix and mesh all of these ideas, aesthetics, and ways of living and being onto the concert stage, essentially? I have a collective back in LA, between LA and Riverside. We're called Primera Generación Dance Collective. And we just made Dance Magazine's Top 25 to watch, which is really, really exciting. In June of last year, I believe, we premiered our second evening-length work called Nostalgia Pop. And there's a specific section in that work that spoke to me for some reason a lot, and I kind of wanted to grab that little section and almost pay an homage and an offering to my colleagues who also dance with me. I wanted to offer them something as a response to our relationship that's been for like 10 years in this work that has been meaningful to me during my time. The work itself, Nostalgia Pop, and the sections that we work with in the collective is this embodiment. How do you use social dance forms in relationship with modern dance? And it's interesting because when you work with people who haven't necessarily been trained in social dancing, there is a different essence of what you're also trying to pull from them. Even though they may have done like modern partnering and things like that, it's also asking the question like, oh, how can you be here? But then can you go into this like, oh, this other thing that you know, but still embody that essence of Latinidad or Mexicanidad? So I think it's like, how can I not necessarily attempt to make them dance a work about being Mexican, but how do they embody ideas and relationships of maybe things they've been exposed to also, to make the work for themselves a bit more, even though it's being inspired by these other aesthetics and I think ways of being that I'm attempting to offer them. But I think the way that AIMED Dance has been working right now has been really thoughtful in terms of the conversation back and forth. And I've been working collaboratively with the dancers. So it doesn't only come from me, it's also coming from them and how they see space and how they're performing in the work. So for me, that's really important in terms of this process. I think for me, I always love getting to know people. The networking has been really fruitful. I think the way I was invited and the way I've been introduced to people, the dancers have been it's been really amazing, and the community classes that I've been able to teach has been nice just to, I think, introduce hopefully what I would think is something a little bit different, maybe to what people are used to taking here. But in relationships, I think for me, it's the relationships that are